Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about a story of Nala and Damyanti. This is a very famous story, but still not many people are aware of it. So before I directly jump into the story, let me tell you how this story was told in old days. So this story came into picture when at the time of Mahabharata, when Pandava was in 12 years of Vanvas after the infamous dice game. Yudhishthir was accused by Bhim and Draupadi for not attacking back to Kauravas, and Yudhishthir used to say that we are at the site of Dharma, and though it is difficult to be at Dharma, but it is the right thing to do, and so we should wait for 12 years. So one side when Yudhishthir was composing Draupadi, Bhim, Nakul and Sahdev, but within himself he was also very mentally disturbed. At the same time, sage Brihadshawa came to camp. After welcoming the holy saint, Yudhishthir discussed his mental worries with him. And then Rishi asked, Yudhishthir, are you trying to say that you are the most miserable king? Well, in that case, let me tell you, there is another king who was unhappier and unluckier than you. So Yudhishthir curiously asked, like, who was that? Because in his own thought, he was the most unlucky person. Then Rishi started to tell the story of Nala, king of Nishad, and Damyanti, the princess of Vidarbha. Nala was a very powerful king, good looking, talented, wise, and Damayanti was also very beautiful and very popular among the kingdom. Nala has heard the Damayanti's quality, but Damayanti was totally unaware of Nala. So one day, while out hunting, Nala captured a wild swan, but I will be referring it as Hans. And then Hansa started speaking as a human voice. Uh, and he promised that if he will be set free, he will visit Princess Damayanti and he will tell her about him. So Nala, he was happily agreed to this and he set him free. So now, after a few days, Hansa reached to Damayanti's palace. When Damayanti saw this Hans, curiously she came to him, and then Hansa started talking in the human voice again, and he told her that princess, there is a king of Nishad whose name is Nala, and he talked very nice thing about Nala, like he is very good looking, talented, he follows dharma, and he is expert in all the weapon, and he went on singing about him. Damayanti then asked the Nansa that go back to Nala and then tell him about me as well. So after this incident, Princess could think of no one other than Nala. She started to lose in her own thoughts, and nothing could make her happy. While looking at this, her father noticed, and he thought like maybe this is the time uh, so that we can arrange a swamvar for her. So he sent invitation to all the eligible king around the world to come and compete for her daughter's hand. Damayanti was so beautiful and so popular among all the kingdoms that it motivates all the king from all over the India. Meanwhile, in Devlok, Indra was wondering like what is happening on earth, why there is no battle, no king is dying, no one is coming to Swarga or Narak, what is going on? So he approached Narad, who generally has all kind of information, and then Narad told all these gods that there is Damayanti Swambar going on, and he also spoke about the beauty of Damayanti. So Indra and three other Dev, Agnidev, Varun Dev, and Yamdev, they decided to come and participate in this Swambar, thinking that if princess is so beautiful, they should also try to marry her. So while they were traveling towards Vidarbha, on the way they met Nala, who was also going for the same Swambar. Indra was aware of Nala's quality, so he decided to appear in front of him. And when Nala saw God, he bowed down and said that please allow me to serve you. Whatever you say, I will do. Indra Indra then mentioned that okay, you go to Damayanti's palace and tell her that we are also coming for Swambar and she should choose among us. Nala, who was very happy a moment ago after seeing these gods, now he was crashed with this. But he already gave his words, and in those days, words were so important for any royal person that they can kill others or kill themselves just to keep their words. So when Nala reached the palace was surrounded with many guards, high walls, but Nala somehow managed to go there and met the princess. Surprised princess looked at Nala and then Nala told her that he is Nala and he came with Indra's message. Listening to the message, Damayanti said, I heard the story from Hansa and it's you, because of you, this whole Sember is made. I wanted to choose you. Please tell me your true feelings at least. Nala said that you, with your words, it seems that you are still interested on me. How come you want a mortal person like me in front of God themselves? So you should choose them because we are no one in front of them, and if we disobey them, then they might get angry and effect can be very negative. So please choose one of the God. Damayanti smiled and said, well, in that case, the only possible solution I can think of is that you come to Sambar among all, and I will still choose you. With that, at least no one will blame you. Nala then made his way out of the palace, and when he met Devas, Indra asked, how was the visit? Did you give our message? Nala was completely honest as always, and he told everything to Devas. Next day was the Swayamvar day. There were all the kings and also the Devas. Then Damayanti came to arena, and all the kings they were able to see this great beauty for the first time. When Damayanti scanned the crowd to choose, she found there are five Nala standing next to each other. Realizing the trick, Damayanti began to worry how she will choose the right Nala among all these five. She tried everything, but finally she surrendered herself to God mercy, and then she requested if she honestly accepted Nala as her husband back when Hansa told her the story, then God should give her some clue. And then she was able to see the shadow of only one person out of other four. That's how she decided who is the mortal among all five. Uh, but with this, God were delighted with all this drama, and then they cheered the victors and blessed them. So they took it very positively. They promised them twins, and they also gave them gifts. Following that, the pair left for Nishada, where they lived as a king and queen, giving birth to twins, a boy and a girl. And then they always lived together. And Nala took care of all the responsibility as a king. He also did Aswamedha Yagya. They were looking like a perfect couple who have all kind of happiness until one day. What happened on that day and the story behind it, we will see that in next video because I don't want to make this video very very long. So see you in next video. Thank you.